Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, and his flamboyant antics have taken the MMA world by storm since being signed to the UFC. From his extreme weight fluctuations and his out-of-pocket statements to his recent heartwarming post-fight speech championing mental health issues for men, Paddy is a unique fighter that has the MMA world hooked on what he'll do next. And today, we're covering his rise to get to the UFC and how after making it into the promotion, he made a name for himself like no other. You're going to want to stay until the end of the video to find out how after his recent victory, the once beloved by all Paddy has become a figure of controversy and how he managed to drag the UFC along with him. Paddy Pimblett, also known as Paddy the Paddy Pimblett, was born in Liverpool, England, and from the young age of 15, he started training in martial arts. After leaving secondary school in 2010, he made the choice to begin to train in MMA. 1 year later, having his first amateur fight, Paddy's incredible grappling ability would go on to lead him to win both his first and second amateur MMA fights by submission, proving itself to be an all too common theme later on in his career. Paddy would then make the choice of going pro, signing with the Olympian MMA promotion for his debut. His performance would end up being one to remember as he would win by TKO in less than 2 minutes in the first round, and Paddy was only getting started. He would win 3 more times, twice by triangle choke and once by TKO again, before being signed to the Cage Warriors promotion in 2013, which he would remain in for the next 8 years of his MMA career. After winning his debut at Cage Warriors by split decision, he would face the first loss both of his amateur and professional career to Cameron Alves. 30 seconds into the first round, Paddy would be choked unconscious by an anaconda choke, marking the first loss of his career in devastating fashion. Despite the loss, Paddy would go on a win streak like no other in the Cage Warriors promotion, going on a 7-fight win streak, 5 of those wins being either submission or TKO, earning him a shot at the title against Johnny Frichet. In late 2016, in typical Paddy style, the fight was over before it even started. In round 1, Paddy got the TKO finish in his first ever championship title in the featherweight division of Cage Warriors. Not long after that, Paddy would win his first title defense by split decision against Julian Erosa. Paddy, now on a 9-fight win streak and featherweight champion, would soon unfortunately see it come to an end, losing the title by unanimous decision when he faced Ned Narimani. The loss might have been a blessing in disguise, however, as it prompted Paddy to move up in weight to the lightweight division, and he would never return to featherweight ever again to this day. His first performance as a lightweight went superb, finishing his opponent with a triangle armbar early in the second round. His stellar win would get him a shot at the title against Soren Butt on September 1st, 2018. The title shot, which would be Paddy's last in the Cage Warriors promotion, would end up as a unanimous decision loss. Paddy would fight 2 more times in the Cage Warriors, winning both in spectacular fashion in the first round. The first being a TKO and the second being submission by a rear naked choke. Paddy's time in the Cage Warriors promotion showcased a talented and diverse young fighter. Paddy being a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and showcasing very high level grappling as he amassed 8 submission victories in his 19 fights before joining the UFC, as well as 5 TKO wins. That combined with his flagrant personality made him MMA superstar material that the UFC couldn't wait to get their hands on. In late 2021, Paddy would sign with the UFC and made a stunning statement in his debut fight. The opponent he was set to face was Luigi Vendramini, and this would be the moment that set Paddy on his due course to stardom as he landed a devastating head kick 4 minutes into the first round, putting Vendramini out and landing Paddy the 50 grand bonus for performance of the night. The win would also land Paddy a $1 million endorsement deal from Barstool Sports, which was unheard of for fighters with only 1 fight in the UFC. Paddy now represented a new generation of Scouse MMA fighters alongside his longtime teammate Molly McCann and talented heavyweight Tom Aspinall, succeeding longtime fan favourite Darren Till. Paddy, now with a wave of support behind him, was set to face his second opponent in the UFC, who would be Kazula Vargas on March 19, 2022. Once again, Paddy would put on a spectacular performance. After being taken down, Paddy would go on to sweep Vargas and lock in a rear naked choke, getting the submission in the first round and once again winning the performance of the night bonus. Starting to see a trend develop? Paddy's next opponent would be Jordan Leavitt, who was well known for his flair for dancing after winning against his opponents. The two clashed heads after Jordan threatened to twerk on Paddy after winning. Yes, twerk. And Paddy, in typical fashion, threatened to do the same. The result would be no surprise, as for the third fight in a row, Paddy would go on to submit his opponent by rear naked choke. But this time, after a rough start to the fight in the first round, he would come back in the second and do what he does best. And as promised, would twerk on Leavitt after securing the tap. This put Paddy at 3 fights and 3 finishes in the UFC, receiving performance of the night bonuses for all of them. However, Paddy's luck had run out and the future of Paddy would have been take a turn for the worst in the most unexpected manner in a way we've never seen before in the UFC. But before we tell you about that, you're gonna want to hear about our monthly shout out and how you can enter. All you have to do is comment "I subbed" down in the comments below and you'll be in within a chance to win. So make sure you comment below. It only takes a second. The day is 10th of December 2022 and Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, would face toughest challenge in Jared Gordon. The 3-round fight would cause controversy that put the UFC under heavy fire for their quality of judging. Going into the 3rd round, many had Paddy maybe winning the 1st round, but Gordon definitely winning the 2nd. In the 3rd, Gordon would land a takedown and have over 3.5 minutes of control time over Paddy. The strikes landed in total would put Paddy up ahead of Gordon. However, in both rounds 2 and 3, Gordon landed significant takedowns and had significant control over Paddy throughout both rounds. The decision going to Paddy was a complete injustice to many MMA fans, and Gordon himself stating he has no idea what to do now. He has an illegitimate loss on his record. The UFC caught a lot of the backlash, coming under heavy scrutiny on their judging for the results of the fight, and many pro fighters actively opposing their view on the fight's result and voicing their unhappiness. Paddy, a once beloved fighter by almost all, now splits the fan base due to his controversial win. A stellar run of finishes was capped by a bitter taste left in the mouths of many in the MMA community. The decision aside, after the fight, Paddy would speak out against men's mental health issues, delivering a heartwarming speech in his post-fight interview, gaining mountains of support amongst the much younger MMA community and becoming a figurehead for men's mental health. Paddy Pimblett is a new generation of MMA superstar, and his stand and bang style of not being afraid to take hits has the whole of the MMA world on the edge of their seat, waiting to see what will happen next in and out of the cage. Let us know your thoughts on Paddy's audacious personality and his recent controversial decision win down in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you next time.